Hey, so are you thinking of moving to Central Texas? Maybe somewhere between San Antonio and Austin? Well, how about the city of New Braunfels? We're located in Comal County, which is in one of the top 10 fastest growing counties in the United States of America. In this video, we're going to cover why, some of the top neighborhoods, some of the top attractions, and places that you need to know about before making the move to Central Texas. And if you stick around to the end, we're going to go over the current housing market update. If all of that sounds interesting to you, be sure to stick around because we're going to get started right now. First of all, let me say thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you find it informative. And if you are looking to move into the area, my team and I would absolutely love to help you. I am Brandon Melvin with the Melvin Group. We get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you looking to move into the area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 10 days or 10 weeks, feel free, reach out to us. We would love to help you make that move smooth. Our contact information is in the description. So jumping into this, let us kind of go over where Comal County is, where New Braunfels is in relation to other bigger cities in Texas. So here you have Texas. We'll zoom in a little bit. We're right in the middle, right in the heart of it. This is Comal County, one of the top fastest growing counties in the United States of America. This is Bexar County, which is San Antonio. You have Travis and Williamson County, which is the Austin area. It is 45 minutes from Austin, basically. And then you have 45 minutes to San Antonio, the Riverwalk area, also a very beautiful area. And then about 30 minutes to Canyon Lake. Let me zoom in on this. This is the Canyon Lake area, very beautiful lakefront properties for you as well. And then Wimberley, another city up here north as well that many people like to go frequent. Very cool area to visit if you don't live there. And then San Marcos is also just north of us here. And then you have Kyle and Buda moving towards Austin. So all these great little cities that you can live in outside of the major metropolitan areas. And you have Seguin as well here. This city is actually growing very rapidly. Went to high school in Seguin, so side note there. This is a very nice area of Texas, the Texas Hill Country, that if you are looking to make the move to the area, it's very beautiful. And there's a lot of things to be excited about when you do move here. So as I said, you have some of the top counties here in the United States. Hays County, number 3, and then Comal County, number 5 as well, for the past decade, basically. So let's jump into a few of the attractions, why people are moving to this area. We'll touch on a couple of the rivers first. I personally, if you don't find me selling homes, you'll probably find me out in the summertime floating some of the rivers in the area. We have 2 I want to point out. You have the Guadalupe and then the Comal River as well. First of all, we'll touch on the Comal River. It's fed by natural springs from the Edwards Aquifer. It's about 70 to 72 degrees all year round. Or I should say during the summertime. It might get a little bit more chilly in the wintertime. But honestly, Texas is pretty hot for the most part, so you definitely want to find a way to cool off. And this is one of the many ways that you can do that. There's a lot of tuber outfits which you can pay. It's usually about $20 a person to go for the ride, and you get that for the day. They'll drop you off and pick you up, and you can enjoy your beverage of choice. Now on the Comal River, you cannot bring any cans or disposable containers, so you have to have something that is not that. As for the Guadalupe River, it's about 230 miles long, so it goes way up north, and it's a very popular river as well. It does originate from Canyon Lake, coming down through here, and then another cool place, Cypress Bend Park, about a 15-acre community park that you can go and enjoy as well. And so these are really good places for you to go and cool off and enjoy some of the hot summertime fun that we have in New Braunfels. I also do want to point out Schlitterbahn. This is one of the most popular places in the state of Texas, in the United States. If you haven't heard about it, voted best water park, I don't know, the past 15, 20 years, something like that. It's a very fun place to go as well. You can get your year pass and go enjoy that with the kids, the family, the friends. Very amazing attractions. Let's see here. They do have about 70 acres of family fun and adventures, so keep that in mind. More than 3 miles of tubing, so have at it there. And they actually had the world's first surfing machine, so you can go and do some surfing practice if you wanted to do that and have some fun. So very good stuff that we have to do with water attractions. And then I also pointed out Canyon Lake as well. So you have that a little bit north of here. You have many different boat docks that you can get in. So if you like boating, if you like fishing, you can come out here. If I'm not on one of the rivers, I might be out at Canyon Lake as well. So it is very, very, really fun to go enjoy. Whatever time of year it is, you can go out here on the lake. It's about 14 miles from New Braunfels, one of the deepest lakes in Texas. And then there's about 80 miles of shoreline. So if you do want to make the move out here as well, that is something really cool that you might ask about, and we can help you out with that. Now, coming back down here to New Braunfels, I want to point out Landa Park. This is a really cool nature area that many people do enjoy in the area. It's about 51 acres of park and recreation. They've got large swimming pools, a kids swimming area as well, picnic areas, volleyball courts. There's a mini putt-putt out there as well, and then tennis courts. It's just lots of hiking that you can do as well. So very enjoyable times out there. And then again, very, very good place to bring the family and just relax in the heat and have a good time. And then I also, out here as well, you have Landa Park, the golf course. So if you like golfing, definitely check that out. A couple other golf courses to point out real quick. You've got the Bandit. This is actually a neighborhood that you can get into and live there on the golf course. And then back up into Canyon Lake, there's also a golf course right here as well. So if you love to golf, we've got plenty of places for you to go there. And now downtown New Braunfels is just amazing. All year round, basically, they're shutting the city down because there's different events that are going on. Great shops, restaurants, which we'll touch on here in a little bit. All kinds of entertainment for you. It's just an amazing small town feel. But we are having so many people moving here that we're finding we're doing a lot of new construction in the area, so we'll point out some of those neighborhoods as well, so you can have that for an idea of where to possibly live. We do have the McKenna Children's Museum, which is a really cool place as well. You can drop off the kids, have them do some arts and crafts and things of that nature. It's just a really good place to have your kids and enjoy the day. And so one of the things also, if you haven't heard of Wurstfest, look it up. That is an amazing 10-day event. Again, they shut the city down for the most part, and you're just all day having beer and sausage. So if you like that kind of stuff, you can come out. It's a charity event. All of the proceeds go to a lot of the businesses in the area. Non-for-profit, that's how they get a lot of their income for the year, so you can help support a lot of businesses and enjoy some fun times at that as well. Now let's see here, we have the Stars and Stripes movie theater out here. That's something really cool about a small town. You're not going to really see that much more in the larger cities, but they've got 3 big projector areas. It's family owned and operated. Nightly, they're going to play their videos out there, and it's kind of like a 50s diner themed type of thing we got going on there, so really fun to go and do that as well. I tell you what, let's jump into, let's see, we'll skip the restaurants here. I want to point out we have a Texas ski ranch. This is pretty fun. So right here, this big old lake type feature. If you do enjoy doing the boating and the skiing, you can come out there, check it out. They've also got a restaurant, so if you wanted to do some wakeboarding, some water skiing, some paintballing, some axe throwing, yes, I said axe throwing. It's really cool out here. We're in Texas, right? We do stuff like that. So you can have fun and then dine afterwards. It's kind of like a little beachy area as well, so really cool thing to check out and do. Again, we're just pointing out some of the top features that, why people are moving here, what you can do, some fun things along the way. And then here you also have, going towards San Antonio, you have this Animal World and Snake Farm Zoo. I've not been there, but I've heard good things about it. So it's a little small zoo that you can have some fun with the family. All right, so a couple of the definitely amazing restaurants that I would say check out when you do come to town. Muck and Fuss, I've never had a bad thing there yet. They've got tons and tons of craft beers as well. Very cool place. Let's see, seafood oh my goodness, McAdoo's is amazing. Immaculate. It used to be a post office, and they converted it to a restaurant. So that's amazing as well. Krause's Cafe. We have a lot of German heritage in this town. Obviously, it is a German town, and this is one of the places that I would definitely, if you want to try some German food, check that out. Really good stuff going on there. Let's see, move on up here. There is one of my main go-to restaurants, Las Fontanas. If you do live here, you're probably going to find me at one of these places. Las Fontanas is right in here. And then they just opened a new location out in Creekside, which is an area of popularity where you have a bunch of people moving to in the area. We'll touch on that here in a second. So a bunch of different restaurants that a lot of people can go and check out that aren't the big franchise restaurants, but they're local and they're really good. So definitely check those out. All right, so I'll tell you what. Let's go and start off here in Creekside because I did mention that. This is one of the the communities that are going up in the area. You have some new builders, new home builders in the area here. Very nice looking homes that are fairly affordable for the most part. The price per square foot on these new builds, they're reasonable, and you get some really good high quality homes as well. So this area blowing up with popularity. Let's see. Oh, Clear Springs, didn't mention that restaurant. That is amazing. You like fried food? Definitely check this restaurant out. I can only go there like once a year because the fried food in me may not agree that well. But definitely, if you like that stuff, onion rings, oof, you gotta check that out. Now, Fisher Park. Man, there are just so many cool places to visit here. This is a cool little park, that is nestled in between, some of the neighborhoods in the area. Again, new construction out in here. There are some older communities as well. Let's see, along West Klein, you have some new construction going up throughout here as well. It's about 4 or 5 different communities that are fairly new. You have Preston Estates, Legend Point, Ridgemont, all these communities. They're all going up. They're all new, and then expanding more towards Seguin because these are becoming a little bit more affordable because there are a lot of people moving into the area, and so the new home construction, they're having to build further out a little bit so that the costs aren't as high for the consumers, for us that are buying the homes. So coming down 725 does connect Seguin out from New Braunfels. There are some nice little communities coming up here as well. So that is also something to consider. It's a little bit less expensive out in Seguin, so very good. This is also a very popular area on the north side of New Braunfels. You have Oak Run and Vermini. Vermini is about a 20-year project that they're doing. They planned it out very well. Again, about 4 or 5 different new home builders out there. It should be an immaculate community by the time that it is all done. So I want to point that one out. Oak Run as well. T-Bar M, awesome. Let's see if we can zoom in here. The John Newcomb Country Club. If you love, a little higher end living, out here is very nice. They do have the country club, very, very good place to be. Mission Hills Ranch, also a popular place. Moving through here as well. Copper Ridge. Okay, this community here, gated community, very nice. Higher end homes as well. Lots are about an acre or so. Same thing with Vintage Oaks. Point that one out. So this community, this is one of my favorite places. If you've seen many of the other videos, check out that I've got here on my blog. I love this community. This fitness center, the amenity center is awesome. They've got a lazy river for you. They've got every house out here is just gorgeous. I love just driving out here to check all those homes out. So the Vintage Oaks area, a couple different sections for you. Very good place to check out. Meyer Ranch as well, new community. Again, most of the homes in the area, you're going to notice new construction because we have so many people. It's so popular because of everyone moving to Texas. Now we don't have obviously the state taxes that you pay at the end of the year, but the county taxes, those can be a little bit higher. But if you do the math on what it is, the home ownership in the area versus other states that you don't have to pay the state tax, and you get to save that, it does make more sense. So many people are moving here because the jobs in San Antonio and then the jobs in Austin as well. And so, you know, it's some, I have some families and some friends that, you know, maybe one person works in San Antonio, the other person works in Austin. And so they get to, you know, enjoy somewhere in between that area. So again, you have, you know, New Braunfels, Selma Schertz area, San Marcos, Kyle, and then Buda, all these wonderful little towns that are nowhere near the cost of what it would take to live in Austin. So, you know, if you're okay with, you know, maybe 30-45 minute drive, live out here in one of these other cities and possibly enjoy some, you know, built-in equity as it, you know, over the next few years, people continue to move here and you get here and you get to buy a home in these cities, you know, will continue to grow and hopefully the equity will build. And so that's kind of, you know, a rough rundown of, you know, a little bit of the area, some of the, you know, things that you have to enjoy when you're here, and you know, why so many people are moving to the area. So I tell you what, let's do this. Let's get into a little market recap and kind of see what the housing update has for us pricing wise in some of the areas. Okay, so as promised, let's jump into what the, you know, the housing market update looks like and the price per square foot and the location of these homes are. So this is my MLS access here. So we're gonna go, let's check out a map of New Braunfels so we can see all of the homes that are listed here in green are currently active. Let's check out what's inside the New Braunfels loop so you can kind of get an idea of what that might cost you. Now these homes are, you know, more popular, obviously closer to town, highly desirable. So we'll check out those results and we'll do a little quick CMA for them. And this will give us an idea of, you know, see here are the homes that are listed. You know, we're looking at 400s, 500. There's one, you know, topped out at 4.2 million. So I was going to draw the numbers up a little bit higher. The median average price here, it looks like somewhere in between 650 to 450. I might say it's a little bit more towards this number just because of the $4.2 million listing. But you can see what it would cost you to live inside the loop where it's more popular, near the rivers, near the, you know, Schlitterbahn, the parks, things of that nature. So give you an idea there. And let's go back to the map and we'll deselect that. And then we'll come up here north. And so these are the two communities. We'll zoom in here. This is the Vintage Oaks area. Okay, and then you also have it's a Copper Ridge out here. And so we'll jump into these two neighborhoods, give you an idea of what those are priced at. Okay, and then we'll click the results. We'll do a little CMA for us. And then you can see here, these ones are going to be priced a little bit higher, 600, 900, 500. You know, you can see they're a little bit more pricey, a little bit more luxurious out there. And so the average price point is going to be anywhere from 630 to 700 and change. But they are higher end. Some of them, you know, most of them I would say are newer construction out there. And again, you have a lot of space in between you and the neighbor, typically about an acre lot size or more. Very high-end finishes in these homes. And so if that's somewhere where you're interested in, that's kind of what you'd be looking at. Now the square footage out there are a lot larger as well. So, you know, 2,000, 3,000 square foot and more. So much larger home. Jump back here real quick. You can see these other homes a little bit smaller, and the lot size is also smaller as well. So 1,500 average for inside the loop, and then you have you know, 2,000, almost 3,000 or more for the average square foot for these homes out here on the north side. So going back to the map, we'll delete that, and then let's give this a chance. There we go. So some of the homes that are outside here on the south side of the loop. Jump into that. You have some new construction here as well. So we'll check out these results. And then we'll also do a little CMA for that. And pulling this up, the price range here, I would say for the most part is going to be under 4. So somewhere in between 300 and 400,000 for the most part. The square footage, you know, we're probably talking, you know, a little bit around 2,000 square foot. You can see we have more options here. You do, yeah, right around, you know, 2,400 within that range, I would say. And then the pricing, you know, right around $400,000 for those homes. And so you do have some higher priced homes out there. There is some water. There's the lake and the river that goes through there leading to McQueenie, Lake McQueenie. I didn't get a chance to point that one out, but also if you like the lake life, it's a really cool place to live there as well. And so we'll go back to this map one more time and we'll delete that so you can kind of see this is the area that we do have available with all the homes. There's homes out in Canyon Lake, homes in Seguin, a little bit more affordable. Let me zoom in on that one more time so you can kind of get an idea of what that might be like. And you can see the price difference as well. Jump in all of these, do a little quick CMA. And so, yeah, you can see, 200s, couple 100s. They're still doing some, remodeling to these homes, gentrification, the mid 200s. So a little bit more affordable out there if you do want to move into the area. You are seeing, 300 here, but you can get under 200 in that area. Square footage just under 2,000, so 1,800, 1,900 square foot. All right, y'all, and yes, we do use the word y'all. That's gonna wrap up the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was very informative to you. If you do have any questions, definitely reach out. We'd love to help you make that move smooth. Again, whether it's 10 days or 10 weeks, hit us up. You can reach out to us. Our contact information is in the description. We would love to help you. And then until next time, we hope to show you around town.